He's not going to get right in tight behind that red. So, glimmer of hope for Ding Junhui getting back to the table in this frame.
$33. Hossien Vafaei.
Oh dear, oh dear.
33.
A long look at the table from Hossien as he sat down. Feels like a big frame, this one. And Ding is definitely beginning to show signs of mental fatigue here. They'll both need a rest and a good night's sleep before they come back tomorrow. This has been a testing match for both of them. Oh! Hit that with such conviction. He and most people in here thought that was going in.
This is what we like, Rob. Plenty of oohs and ahs. The tension build. So, both players had a reasonable crack at this last red. Both missed a shot they would normally expect to pot. Yeah, it's just a bit awkward. You can get a good cue ball or a good object ball, but you probably can't get both. So just got to be careful the red doesn't collide with any of the colours down on the baulk line there. Well, that's one way of liking it. Cue ball pulls up just in time. I'd love to be on the yellow, but I think it's just gone a fraction too far. So, good brown, the rest, avoid the pink, nicely on the yellow. Yeah, that's okay. That comes as a bit of a surprise to Hossien there. I don't think he realised that red was possible.
$7.
That was unlucky. Just needed to avoid the blue there. So, well, he's come to have a look at the potting angle. This is far from easy. Wonderful shot. That should be the frame winner. Brown and blue needed now.
Yeah, you got the feeling he was going to go for that.
14.
He's had to work pretty hard to re-establish this advantage. Yeah, well done. Well done to Ding Junhui. This has been such a testing match so far. catches his 2-frame cushion. It's been hard going. Quality, though, from the former finalist.
Thank you. Take your seats, please. Frame 7. Ding Junhui to break.
Ding Junhui starts us off in the 7th frame of what has turned out to be a grueling match for both players. Hossien Vafaei has turned around a 2-frame deficit once in this session already. Can he do so again? Oh, it's a good way to start. His face is a picture of concentration. This is testing his patience and his concentration.
Yep, good opener.
8.
Sign of intent. Hold back.
9.
Now he's in nicely. Still a couple of loose reds to play for here before he even has to worry about getting into the bunch. He can do it here. He's purposely left himself low on this red, but
16.
may turn out to be to his advantage. May bring a few other reds into play here. Just got to make sure he doesn't leave that cue ball too close to this side cushion if he's screwing off the bunch for the black. You've always got a lot more control if you screw off the bunch as opposed to run through. But
17.
yes, okay. Should get this. Hasn't got to do anything with a cue ball. Red to right corner or right middle waiting.
$24. $25.
We haven't really had a chance to see him in full flow. His highest break of the match, his 66 in the 4th to draw level. But break building is one of the reasons why people love watching Hossien Vafaei.
$32.
Yeah, played for the red at the bottom there, but wasn't guaranteed. He always had this red as backup.
33.
So Just have a look. I think the pink, red next to the pink pots, but doesn't have to play on it. He's got the perfect angle here. If he chooses to go into the bunch of reds. He didn't hold back. The cue ball stays out. Oh, that's unlucky. Very unlucky.
Junhui
All we can do there is hit that pink as full as possible. Backspin on the cue ball. Yeah, very unfortunate for Hossien there. So, balls are in the open now. One good long red from Ding Junhui. He can take full advantage of Hossien's aggression in opening the pack.
Too good from Ding Junhui. And this really would be an absolute hammer blow for Hossien Vafaei. Long way to go in this frame, but
brown ball.
2 on the spin since the restart. And he's potting really well. The winner of 14 ranking titles. Or is he?
Ding Junhui won.
Or is he? What a let-off for Hossien Vafaei. And Ding can't believe that brown didn't drop. Neither can the crowd.
Well, that is a major let-off for Hossien. Look where he got the cue ball as well. Perfectly on the red.
One.
He wanted to free the pink spot. There was a big counter-attack coming there. Hossien jumped out of his chair. He couldn't believe his luck. Went from severe bad luck to elation. Just got to keep everything intact here. He's already got a nice lead in this frame. No more slip-ups from his point of view.
7.
Safely secure this frame.
Eight.
2.5 hours played now in this match. It has been thoroughly intriguing. What a tough session of snooker for both men.
$14. 15. 21. 22.
55 ahead. So far, so
28.
good. Red, high value colour.
$29.
Could have done with a bit more on that, but just needs the pink to leave Ding needing a snooker in this frame. But as we've seen many times, you don't really want your opponent coming back to the table. Lots of anxious moments, players trying to get snookers. So he'd like to see another red disappear after potting this pink.
35.
So far, he's capitalised on Ding's miss with the brown. And that should
36.
ensure Ding will not be coming back to the table. Wants to absolutely slam the door, though, on this frame. Brilliantly done. This is a good response from Hossien Vafaei.
43. 44.
So proud last year to have made his debut, coming through a black ball decider against Pei Fan Lee. He was absolutely
51.
ecstatic to walk down those stairs for the first time.
52.
And he absolutely believes that this year he's not just here to make up the numbers, he could have a big impact on this championship.
59.
This has been a
Same
grueling
time,
session of
59.
snooker, but just rewards for his efforts there. The two-frame advantage for his opponent has been clawed back. Just one in it now. Ding Junhui 4, Hossien Vafaei 3.
Hossien Vafaei to break.
Penultimate frame of the session in this nip and tuck encounter is underway. And they have both had to earn the frames they've got the hard way. This has been a tough session of match snooker. Yeah, that average shot time for Hossien Vafaei has come down from 32 to 33 seconds in the first few frames, now down into the mid-20s. Bearing in mind, across the season so far, he's averaged just outside 20 seconds. So at times here, he's been forced to play the match at a pace that is not to his liking.
Yeah, the average shot time is not an indication of how much thinking is going on out there. Less thinking when you're in around the black spot potting balls than getting out of sticky situations. That was a attempted red from Ding, didn't really threaten the pocket. I think Ding would be delighted to share these last two frames and just get out of here with a session 1 lead. Hossien's behind, but looking at them, he looks the stronger to me at the moment.
How tiring are sessions of snooker like these ones that require huge amounts of concentration? I mean, one of these frames has been north of 40 minutes. Is it mentally exhausting out there?
Yeah, it's a lot more mind-boggling when you have to keep getting out of situations like this for Ding. You know, it's you sort of go onto autopilot mode when you're in round the black spot potting balls, because that's what you do day in, day out on the practice table. But you know, these situations only sort of appear in tough matches. It is more mentally tiring. You've got to keep working out ways of getting yourself out of situations. You know, they've been out there, you know, over 2.5 hours now, full concentration.
Just the 1 century from Ding after the restart, a magnificent 1-3-4. Hossien is stuck on a best break of 66 in this one, but it was an important one, as was his clearance of 59 in the previous frame, to once again reduce a 2-frame deficit to just a single behind. And this has been a tough day for both of them. And they'll both hope tomorrow morning is a much quicker session of snooker. That would suit them both.
Yeah, clever shot that from Hossien Vafaei. Played with tons of side to straighten the cue ball up when it hit that back cushion, as the natural angle was taking it towards the 2 reds. So a very clever shot. Again, more thinking time for Ding, not a straightforward return. As reds he can get the edge off, but got to be careful, gliding into another ball on the way back, or a double kiss. Very good. Took over a minute there to decide what he was going to do, and it was worth every second. He's completely turned the situation round. It's Hossien's turn now to try and work something out. Doesn't like it.
They don't always look particularly complicated shots like that. But that was a very, very skillful piece of cueing there from Ding Junhui. The minute he took was worth the wait. Hossien will have to hope for the same.
Yeah, doesn't look like there's a obvious return. There's a couple of balls he could just rest on, but I don't think in doing that he can not leave Ding Junhui a pot of some kind. So I may have to be brave here and try and find a route back to balk. Yeah, it was very, very difficult. It was a great shot from Ding Junhui, and it's earned the reward.
Thank you.
So, Ding's great safety has earned this chance. He hasn't never looked absolutely in control today. The 1-3-4 was majestic, but in the other frames he's been in, looks like he's going to just go on and win the frame, and slipped up. Not straightforward this. The red's not a problem. I think you can just use the black, push it towards this left corner. If he's not on the black, he'll be on the pink.
One.
Yeah, well done. So, tricky table. Reds are all available if you can get on them correctly, but sort of half guarding one another. So a bit of work to do here. First 20 or 30 points. If you can get to 30 in this break, I'd fancy him to go on and win the frame, but not going to be easy to get that far.
Seven.
So already faced with a tough pot to keep this going. Awkward queuing. Oh, great shot.
Thirteen. $14.
That was a superb shot into the green pocket. He's giving himself the platform here.
Yeah, and removing this red
20.
means the pink be potable into both corners. The shot he played very early on, took a gamble, that freed up the blue. So like I said, if he can get to 30 odd points in this break, you would expect him to go on and win the frame. You can see
21.
what I meant by that. The first few shots were very difficult in manipulating the table. He's now done that, so it should be easier from here on in. Doesn't always work out that way, obviously, but in theory it should be.
$27. 28. $33. $34.
Not ideal on the pink, but just has to make sure of the pot. Red waiting. Yeah, very nice. So he's done well to get this far. Lots of
40.
good, clever shots.
$41.
He's played well overall since they came back from the mid-session.
46.
I know he missed the brown into the yellow pocket, which allowed Hossien back in to take the 7th. But overall, this has been
47.
quality play from Junhui. Edging towards guaranteeing himself an overnight lead.
$53.
And remember, Ronnie O'Sullivan lies in store for the winner of this one. Second round on Friday.
$54.
O'Sullivan surviving a spirited second session from Pang Chung-Siu, who was well worthy of his debut. Clearly under the weather, the reigning defending champion has gone home to rest for a couple of days.
$60.
Creeping ever closer to the winning line in this frame. It's been an excellent break.
61.
It was far from easy. Great imagination.
Experience he's
Blue
built
ball.
up. It's his 17th consecutive Crucible appearance. Hossien Vafaei is back for just the 2nd time.
Junhui. 68.
But he will most certainly be coming back to the table. He's worked too hard, Vafaei,
One.
just to roll over.
Six.
It's a tall order, this. Of course, he's still potentially
7. Thank you. Final frame of the session. Ding Junhui to break.
Right, the last frame of this marathon session is underway. For Hossien Vafaei, this is a case of damage limitation. He will trail overnight, but by how much? Oh, that'll help. That'll definitely help. He's potted some great single reds in this match, despite not being at his fluent best.
8.
And that was right up there.
9.
He potted a red very similar to that in frame 7, Ding's previous break-off shot. On that occasion, he made 33 and run out of position. He'll be looking for a lot
60.
more this time round. Yeah,
70.
played that nicely. Very easy to find yourself near the side cushion when playing that shot. He just got enough backspin to get himself out of the reds nicely on the black. So doing the right thing here, making sure he's at 100% committed to this shot, knows exactly what he's trying to do with a cue ball. Can that red, perfect. So very, very quickly
24.
he's developed this into a very good scoring opportunity. He's still got 5 reds clearly in the open. So both players have definitely picked up since the mid-session interval. Scoring's been a bit freer, looser.
25.
Yeah, you saw the grimace there from Hossien.
32.
Didn't have to play that shot. Didn't quite get the part of the bunch he wanted, so needs a good pot here, keep this going. Yeah, always missable.
Hossien Vafaei. 32.
It was the shot before. He didn't mean to catch that part of the bunch. That's why the cue ball disappeared off to the left-hand side of the table. He was looking to leave himself on the red to the right of the pack there. So, may prove costly. This red is pottable into the middle. It's not easy. But Ding can bring the cue ball back to the ball cushion for a bit of insurance. Yellow's waiting. The previous frame, when Hossien messed up, Ding didn't capitalise. He missed the brown. Can he punish this time Hossein's error?
Breaking down on 32, it's kind of been representative of the whole match so far from Hossein's perspective. We've seen glimpses of that great break builder, but he hasn't been able to get hold of any real fluency.
4.
He's hanging on a little bit here. Ding Junhui would be over the moon to get out of this grueling session 6-3 up. And he's got the chance now, after Hossien missing that red to the middle.
7. Eight. 15. 15. 15.
And once again, the mistakes continue. Missed the brown in the 7th, and that allowed Hossien Vafaei to come back and draw to within 1 at 4-3. Can he find his way in here and reduce the arrears once more? Big frame for the man making his 2nd successive appearance at the Crucible.
Here again there from Ding. Neither player has really put a sustained period of forming in this match. Just when you think they're going to take control and run a few frames and a few big breaks one after the other, it will slip up appears. I wonder is Ding taking this on? If he pots it, he'll avoid all the other balls. But that's the trouble with that shot. If you don't pot it, the cue ball takes a different direction and you leave things on. So as much as it's a shot to nothing, it's only a shot to nothing if you get very close to the pot. And surely he's left the red for Hossien here. Oh, if this red doesn't pot, he can count himself very unfortunate. Well, is this another plant? He's got a few today. This is the most difficult out of all of them. Oh, what a shot. Under pressure. Look what he's leaving until it not go in. Great shot.
The gardener delivers again.
Eight. 9.
3 hours played over this opening instalment of drama between Ding Junhui and Hossien Vafaei.
16.
This has been a true test of Crucible stamina.
17.
Can he capitalise on that mistake and ensure he only trails by 1 overnight? He would absolutely love to be coming back on Friday to take on Ronnie O'Sullivan. Big moments here for the man from Iran.
25.
42 ahead, so colour, red, high value colour, be enough. If he does go on to win the frame here, it's been a funny old session. And I think the scoreline doesn't always reflect play at the Crucible, but I think 5-4 to Ding It's just about right. I think he's been slightly the better player of the two, and probably might feel a little bit aggrieved not to have a bigger lead at the end of this.
Yeah, this has been a great visit. That pot with the rest was superb. He'll be hanging
39.
on to Ding Junhui's coattails tomorrow morning. They have managed to get all the required frames in. It's been far from vintage from both players, barring that
44.
1-3-4 in the fifth from Ding Junhui. They've had to grind out every frame they've won, but I agree, Joe, it does feel as though 5-4
45.
is a fair reflection of their 3 hours of endeavour here. Good drama for the crowd, and especially for those on the other table whose action finished
52.
early. Divide comes up, and they've seen a really intriguing second half of this session.
Thank you. 53. $60. 62.
Green and brown for his highest break of the match so far. He would have expected more, but this has been important, and it's kept him in touch. Oh, bit of exhibition snooker here to round things off. It is the Crucible after all.
69. 74. 80.
'Enjoyed that. What an important clearance from Hossien Vafaei. It hasn't always been pretty, this, but it's all to play for tomorrow. Just one between them. Ding Junhui 5, Hossien Vafaei 4.